Part 1. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. One of the most important relationships in your life is the one with yourself. Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. How are others meant to get to know you if you don't fully comprehend who you are? The key to happiness and leading a fulfilling life is probably developing a strong, positive sense of self worth, self acceptance, self knowledge, self respect, empathy, compassion, and personal understanding are all necessary for having a good sense of self worth. It's acceptable if we don't always know how to embrace these things. Attempting is the first step. Try being honest with a relative friend or perhaps a mental health professional. It's worthwhile to start along the road to happiness in either case. It's never too late to let go and start down our own unique route. If we follow this path, life has a way bringing us more happiness, success, and fulfillment. Every aspect of life is alive and a genuine manifestation of a greater energy that shapes our roots to power. Let's try to enter the flow of sitting, listening, and waiting rather than pushing things to happen. Discover who you are, walk the correct road, and let life happen. If you don't take the time to get to know yourself, you'll end up taking up the different and contradicting opinions of others about who you are. The strongest defense against taking these empowering ideas from others is to have a very deep understanding of who you are. The path to self discovery will never stop till death. As stated in Destiny Odyssey, discovering who you are today is the first step to being who will be tomorrow. Who you will be tomorrow. We lie about our feelings and emotion, don't listen to our instincts, more and lack self awareness, making us our own worst enemies. Ultimately, we will experience moments of doubt from time to time. You go down unhappy paths when you don't know who you are. We need to start accepting that and giving ourselves permission to help to feel whatever comes up. Your reward for succeeding is the freedom you feel within yourself. You will learn who you are through all this. Part 2. Self-awareness. Aristotle was right when he said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Getting to know oneself is like questioning your whole existing, just like facing on the mirror asking yourself, who am I? Is this really what I am? Or is this part of who I am? Questions that would make you confused if you're changing or it was just your unknown self that you are not aware of. I know it was hard to answer, but it was the first step on getting to know more of yourself by answering that questions. What makes it more difficult is the thought of questioning oneself never comes on your mind because you are not aware of yourself. And not being aware would lead your happiness and decisions in life unstable and insecure because you would not know how to deal with any obstacles and hardships you'll be facing. That is why getting to know oneself is equal to having a self-awareness. Furthermore, knowing who you truly are is the key to making positive changes in your life and living on your own terms. You are where a joyful and a healthier life beginnings. The relationship you have with yourself is the one of the most pivotal relationship in your life. However, if you are unwilling or unable to look oneself in the mirror, you have not yet laid the groundwork for constructing the life you want. The first and most important step in living and the life you want is self-awareness. Simply said, being self-aware entails having a true awareness of own chapter. This encompasses your character traits, both good and bad, your ideas and views, your emotions and your sources and inspiration. What you are conscious of yourself, it would be simpler for you to comprehend others. Additionally, you'll be able to tell how people perceive you. Part 3. Self-development. Being mindful is important to ourselves, especially of our lives, because being mindful means keeping our minds of what we are doing, which allow us to respond rather than react to the circumstances. According to J. Woodman, in every atom there is reflection of the whole, which means that every single thing made up of many different pieces can be more important or useful. So being mindful can have a significant impact on our lives. Let us be mindful of our abilities, attitudes, and emotion as part of our personal development. According to General Jan Sismus, 1926, holism is nature's tendency through creative evolution to form wholes that are greater than the sum of the parts. Holistic development refers to the key aspect of an individual life, and this includes physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and moral spiritual dimensions of one's development. It's also mirrors of the way we mature, learn, grow, and develop in a holistic way. Personal growth is important in many aspects of life, including your career. Determining the right personal growth methods for you depends on your strengths, challenges, and goals. Understanding personal growth and how to achieve it can help you use your skills effectively in the workplace and advance professionally. Personal growth allows you to develop, enhance your skill. You are more positive in making decisions in all aspects. More important is in reaching your personal goals. It can develop a positive outlook in life. Thus, achieving your dreams is possible and you will not find hard in becoming successful in life. By psychological development, crucial because it defines people's mental health, especially when it comes to children who are born with mental disabilities, because it will make it easier for them to recognize the many factors that affect their development and behavior. Part 4. Spirituality and its relation to mindfulness. Mindfulness is described as being in the present moment, Wood 2010. The present moment holds a potentially infinite number of things going on both inside and outside the mind. A person is not completely lost in an activity, nor are they completely lost in thought. Whatever, whether a person is eating a meal or playing a musical instrument, they're aware what they are doing. If a person gets all of the worries and regrets out of their mind, it is easier to focus on the things that are happening in the present. A person is simply observes whatever is happening without taking sides or forming attachments to any one single mindset. They are mindful when the mind is open to new thoughts, new ideas, new possibilities, and new ways of thinking. Being mindful contributes to greater effectiveness in the here and now, not there and then. Spiritual growth entails personality and self-realization. In addition to your physical bodies, you can also have minds and intellects, realizing that you are not your body and mind, but rather your soul is a necessary step in the process of spiritual development. You have grown so accustomed to identifying with your bodies and minds throughout your lives that you are unable to do it in your own. The values are realizing that your genuineness can be facilitated through spiritual development. For example, you had a negative mind, and all of the change because of your experience in life, a positive one. The way we act is by developing our virtues, which are beliefs, behavior, or personality types that reflects our values. Most of the time, you realize something good for you. You experience everything in life, and you start making positive changes. Psychological development is the process of growth and change in the psychology and function of an individual. It involves the development of individual personality, intellect, and social skills. It is a lifelong process that begins in infancy and continues through adulthood. That is why it is not just how you live in the world, that nothing happens, but also that there is process of changing individuals so that you have a purpose. How you handle your personality and how you will find your social skills to improve by discovering yourself. Social and emotional development is how you interact with other people by approaching them with your problems. And it forms a relationship with people so that you will belong to a group of friends and be honest and loyal to them. Just like feelings will come up if you're emotional, it is normal for your actions. For example, if you socialize with others and form a relationship with them, they treat you as family and give you a gift. And that's when you feel happy and emotional for the first time you have found a friend is true to you.